Hey everybody, it's Matt Schmidt here, and I want to talk real quick about the new custom audience pixel, and then I'm gonna actually move over and let my buddy Phil talk about the new custom audience pixel and how to set it up in a very structured manner. So, first of all, Facebook has announced the phase out of the old pixels in late 2016. At the time of this video, they just announced it, so we thought it was important to include into this course as something you can take action on now. But I want to get something right out of the way because a lot of people are freaking out about this. When this announcement came out, and they were saying, "Oh, I got to scrap everything." I don't think that's true because right now the old pixels are still very powerful for you to be using. There's actually people doing the split test of each and still getting some more traction with the old pixels. The reason for that is that they do store information. So you can use these if you have established pixels, if you have niche pixels, if you have a master checkout pixel, whatever it is, you can use these and leverage their power to build up your custom audience pixel because it's just how you would use a master checkout. If you join the Trackify group, if you watch Thomas's videos, you get to see that he uses the master checkout to leverage the building of the niche pixels, and we're going to do the exact same thing with the custom audience pixel. You can install the custom audience pixel, you can have it on your site, build it up, and make sure that it's there for you while you're still utilizing, making sales, and growing your store and your customer base with the old pixels right now. I do think that you should install it. We're taking action on it. We're installing it. But the opportunity is there for you to leverage the old to create the new. But I don't think it's something that you just scrap right away. That doesn't make a lot of sense. You don't need to have to start over. The strategy is here for you to go ahead and leverage one to create the other. So I'm going to let my buddy Phil, he created this awesome video on how to install everything, making sure that it's perfect on your site. I couldn't do it as good as he does. So I'm going to go ahead and let him take over, and we'll talk to you after this video. Thanks.
Hey guys, this is Phil K, and here we go with the installation of the new Facebook Pixel. So first of all, you're gonna need to open an account into Google Manager, and for that you can go into tagmanager.google.com. And why we need Google Manager? It's very simple. It's easier with that to change and manage multiple pixels inside. So once you got installed that, and if you need in the future to be able to install other pixel, you will be able to do that right from this place. So you will not need to edit each time your theme.liquid files or anything like that. So now that you have your Google Tag Manager account, you're gonna need to enter your the information here. Let's say we're creating right now for the purpose a test account, so we're gonna continue that. We're gonna install the domain name. So here I'm going to get my domain. So it has to be your domain.com. So if it's like, let's say, ownyourOwnStore.com, here I'm using a default site, test site for this purpose. So and then here I click web. Once it's done, I agree to the terms of services. And here is my code. So I'm gonna grab that, I copy that first, and then I'm going into my shop. I'm going to go to the snippet and going to create a snippet called Google Tag. And then I paste the code here, I save that, and after that, to insert this code, this snippet into the theme, I'm gonna need to go into here theme.liquid. I click on this, and right after the body, I'm going to include this snippet. So I'm going to do some bracket here, include Google Tag, and I'm going to close that. Here we go. So now it's installed here. Just before, be sure to press saved, and then now your Google Tag will be installed into the theme, and it will be there in all pages. The only pages that you will need to install the tracking code manually, it's going to be in the checkout page, and I'm going to explain you that a bit later once we fixed the code that we need to install into Google Tag Manager. So now we go here and we click OK, and we can go and create a new tag. So let's go and click the new one. We click here on custom HTML tag because there's no preset right now for Facebook. We're gonna name it FB custom audience pixel. Then we're gonna grab the code right here into the Facebook. So for that, you go here, action, view pixel code. You copy and paste that again. Gonna paste it here. Now, very important thing here is you need to click advanced and type the priority 9. By doing that, you're sure that it's gonna be fired at the right time. This is very important. Then once it's done, you don't click continue now yet because we need to add another script. And we're gonna add that just below here. So this script is very important because this will help you to fire the right event. And the event here is called FB loaded, and we're gonna use that in the triggers. So now we're gonna save that, and we're gonna use all pages. Create tag, and here you go. Your first tag is created. So next, what we need to do is to create the triggers. The triggers, it will push Facebook to send a code on each specific page that you need. So let's say the add to cart or the product pages. So let's create one here. So we're gonna call it cart page. We're gonna create a custom event. And here what we need to remember is we need to enter the event called FB loaded. Then we're gonna add a filter. And the filter will need to contain the page called cart. Here you go. So this trigger is now, we're gonna create it. And so this cart page is fixed now. So the next thing that we need to do is the product page. So let's call it product page. Same thing, custom event. We're gonna get the same thing here. Then what we need is the product page. Here we go. So now we know that if this page contains products, it's going to be fired. So create this. So now we have the two trigger. So now what we need to do is to create new tags based on the action that you're going to need. So we are going to need an add to cart tag. So let's create one. And we're going to add this snippet inside. Continue. Then we're gonna select the page, which is the cart page. Create the tag. And this is it for the add to cart. Next, we're gonna create that for the product. We copy and paste that. So all the code will be available in the Shopify strategy group under the file. Then copy and select that on product page. If you made some research, you will see that it is possible to insert more information into this code. Right now, I just wanted to keep it simple as possible so you can see how it's gonna react when you're gonna have your store in. And I will add up like some extra code that later, if you want, you can add this up into the script. So let's finish that, create the tag. Now everything is set up. The only last thing you need to do is to publish the code. So you publish here, publish now, and everything is good. So you can go on your store. Let's do a refresh. And with the pixel checker from Facebook, the Facebook pixel helper, let's say, you click here and you're going to see if the pixel is fired correctly. So here we can see that on the page, we can see the page view. Here we can see that page view and view content. The view content is the pixel to check. It's the event ID for the product page. So everything is good here. Now let's do an add to cart. And here we go. We have the pixel add to cart as well installed. So everything is working properly here. The last thing you'll need to do is to add the checkout code. So for the checkout code, you'll need to go into the setting, checkout, then you're gonna need to pass that here inside that. So I copied and pasted the checkout. Be sure to insert this thing in. This is the most important thing. It's the pixel that will fire the purchase, the event ID that will be fired. So Facebook will know it's a purchase. And this will be tied on with your purchase objective into the conversion pixel that you can use in your ad set. So this is it for the installation. It's pretty easy. And be sure to press save before you finish the installation, so everything will be set up. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to send me the questions on my group, and it will be a pleasure for me to answer it to you. So thank you very much, guys.